Dudley's butthole.
You had to start it off like that. Guess I'm editing this one.
Yeah, save that as a clip right there. That's your
Oh
bloopers
man.
best of right there.
All right. Supervillains.
Supervillains.
We all love them. We all hate them. They're our favorite comic book villains, our favorite movie villains, our favorite TV show supervillains. We all hate them. We all love them. Tonight, on this episode of Command This, that's what we're going to talk about. Stay tuned. All right, how about that intro for our supervillain show? Tonight, we're talking about the greatest supervillains in our personal and humble opinions. So, as you guys know, we'll do a top five. We like to do this called our Top 5 Tuesday segment on our favorite things, top 5 of whatever. So, you getting down with that subject, go ahead and leave a comment and let us know what we should do our next top 5 on. What do you want to hear? You put it in the comments, we'll do it. So without further ado, joined tonight by my man Phil.
Yo,
my man Dev. We're gonna rip off this top 5 super villains.
I don't know why I turned into Ice Cube. I was like, yay.
Yeah. Another sound effect as he goes. All right, so our top 5s. Here we go. Could have went a bunch of different ways. We tried to keep this a semi canned into a bin of supervillains. So we're talking about comic book characters, not necessarily like bad guys from movies, but so here we go. Let's kick it without any further ado. So, Phil, we're gonna start with you today for top 5. Give us your number 5.
You want to go by how many we're going to get right?
You know what? Yep, I stand corrected. So let's do our predictions. For the last one we did, for our last episode, we did top 5 TV theme songs, and we had 2 similarities. We had the Jeffersons, then we had the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Although many of us picked ones, Phil was the only person who picked the right number 2. Good job, Phil. Kudos to you.
And I'm calling 2 again today.
Calling 2 for similarities between the 3 of us. I'm going to go with 3. Dev, how many similarities do you think we're going to have tonight? You're muted, bro.
Shit, sorry. 2.
2. Okay. Didn't want to be the same. All right. 2. All right, Phil, since I went first last time, we're going to start off with you tonight. Give us your number 5 top super villain.
Number 5. I'm going a little esoteric here because not everybody was into this comic, maybe even old enough to remember this comic or the movie. But I'm going to go with, if you ever watched Spawn, Red Spawn, the Violator. Number 5.
Yeah. Joey Louis Gozamo.
John Leguizamo played him in the movie.
Yeah.
But he was so much more violent in the comics and in the TV show.
TV edition, yeah.
When I think
Violator is
that's on the HBO app too, man. Max app is good. It's still on there.
Yeah, I'm telling you, HBO allowed that show to go. I mean, it looked like the comic. It felt great. It was right. And the Violator, great villain, underrated because Spawn wasn't as big as comic, some of the other comic book villains that are gonna be on our lists. But
I would love to see a new movie with that, with your boy playing with the cop, your boy from Inglourious Bastards and in Django. What's his name?
Which one?
The white guy from Django.
Oh, Brad Pitt?
No, the other white guy that was a good guy.
There were so many of them.
The one man that was with them to put the dynamite in the truck when he said,
"Oh, the dude, the BJ, the guy, the writer from The Office, BJ."
No, man, from Inglourious Bastards.
He was in Inglorious Bastards.
Nah, man, hold on, I'll tell you.
The writer from The Office was the last surviving member of the Bastards with Brad Pitt. Put the
The
dynamite.
bad guy in Inglorious Bastards, dude.
Oh, the bad guy, the Colonel.
Yeah.
Oh, Colonel Landa.
It's Christopher Waltz, man.
Christopher Waltz, great
Christopher
actor.
Waltz, yeah.
Great actor.
Like Christopher Waltz would be an excellent police officer on Spawn. Like,
Yeah.
Now who you gonna play? Who would you get to play Spawn in that? Though?
shit, the same guy that plays Spawn in the
Michael
movie.
Jai
Michael
White.
Jai White.
You
Still
can't go
kick
wrong
ass.
with that.
I still love that video of him showing punching stuff or showing him.
If they go
punching
young,
techniques
if
with,
they go
Kimbo
young,
Slice.
if they go younger or newer, if they go a different road, I'm going Marshall Ali.
Rashad, I'd say Michael B. Jordan.
Man, Michael B. Jordan would be dope.
Yeah.
It's got to be someone who can do kung fu though. But anyway,
Whatever they don't get Boyega, whatever name from Star Wars. Don't get that guy.
Every time I think of the word violator, I think of Hot Tub Time Machine, man.
He ruined Pacific Rim.
See, every time I
Yes,
do,
the
I think
second one.
I
Should
think
never
of I think of Chris Lighty's label.
Chris Lighty.
Come on, you remember the Violator albums?
Oh yeah,
Violator
albums, yeah,
2.0 had Q-Tip's Vibrant thing on it.
Oh, yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
y'all know Violator.
Chris Lighty.
Chris
That's
Lighty,
right.
man, that dude is a legend in the record business. Look him up.
All right, Dev, give us your number 5 supervillain.
Adrian Void, aka Ozymandias from The Watchmen.
Ooh.
I don't even know how to spell that because I did not watch that.
OzYman
Dias.
Dias.
Yeah. Now from The Watchmen. If you are familiar with the comics, he basically kills 500 million people or something like that in order to force everybody to kind of join together to ban nuclear, a nuclear holocaust, so to say.
Okay.
So he killed a bunch of people, and then if you watch the Watchmen TV series, which is awesome, by the way, he also was pretty evil in that as well. so
Nice.
he's a pretty brutal character if you get into the comic literature.
Okay. My number 5 is going to be none other than Doomsday.
Ooh, Doomsday.
I forget, I was in high school. I don't know what year it was, but when Superman died, I rode my bike up to the local
See, it's
comic book
Doomsday.
store.
It's Doomsday Darkseid.
No.
I always kind of get those two characters confused.
He's the dude that killed Superman and destroyed my life for a small period of time until they brought him back. I bought 4 of those original comic books in the plastic cover that had the red bloody Superman logo. They used to be worth more. Now they're not worth anything today, but I still have them somewhere. Doomsday, the way he just beat Superman to death in that one, it just.
Were you upset at the
like
Justice League movie because they let Abomination kill him instead of?
Is that a Doomsday?
Well, I thought I hated that part too. I hated
it felt so wrong.
Yeah.
All right, let's go down to we started with Phil. We'll just go down the line to the left and snake draft. I'll go back now. My number 4, kind of sticking with the Superman theme. I'm going Lex Luthor for number 4. He's the arch nemesis of Superman. He's
bald. Which is cool.
He's bald. I can relate to him. You know what I'm saying? We all kind of balled up in this bitch, but no, good villain. Played well in all the different variations. Smallville, the different Superman movies, the rebuilds. Who was the guy who played Lex Luthor in the original reboot, the latest reboot with Henry Carver from from House of Cards, from Kevin Spacey.
Yeah,
Kevin Spacey did a good job playing.
Got basically Me Too'd.
He did.
Yeah,
Yes, he did.
For sure.
But yeah,
Kaiser
Sose.
Sose.
Sose. That's right. Great flick. Good pull. All right, and Dev, let's go back to you. Number 4.
I'm going with the Shredder, man, from the Ninja Turtles.
Ah,
Oh yeah,
I didn't even consider him because I thought he was kind of out of the purview, but I get it. That makes sense.
Yeah, he's
It
also
was
a
a
comic
comic
book
series.
character.
It was.
And he's definitely a comic book villain. Ultimately, he is evil. He wants to kill people. He wants to take over the world. So I'm going with the Shredder.
Fair. That's good. Shredder's a good one, man.
Yeah, he's
Always
a
after
ninja.
them damn turtles. Always organizing. He got together. Bebop, Rocksteady.
Rocksteady. Yeah.
You know, him and Krang. Yeah. it's
Foot
How do y'all feel
Clan.
about Baxter Stockman being played by Medea, which I think was weird. But
What?
yeah, in the new Ninja Turtles,
I haven't seen it.
the guy that plays Medea movies, he plays Baxter Stockman. He actually does a good job. I'm not really trying to clown him here. He does a good job. So
I haven't watched it, so
that guy's also good in everything not Medea to me. I don't really like him in Medea movies. I think it's weird. Why don't you just get a chick to play the other role? But
Yeah.
it's each his own.
All right,
My
Phil,
girlfriend loves Medea.
give us number 4.
number 4. This one,
Foe.
great video game for Genesis, was based around this whole comic series. And this is one of the ones that kind of made it a little hard to sleep at night at times when I was younger. Carnage.
Carnage.
Maximum Carnage, huh?
Maximum
Spider-Man.
Carnage is that was when I was into comics. And Maximum Carnage, like, you gotta be an evil dude when Venom becomes a good guy
Yeah.
just to fight you. Like, Spider-Man and Venom had to team up to fight Carnage.
They have made Venom an anti-hero now, though. He's not necessarily a
But
bad guy
that
like he was in the
came
comics,
from the Carnage
Right.
books. Yeah, but Maximum Carnage was a great comic series. Tons of fun to play that game on the Sega Genesis. Played it a lot when I was younger. Yeah, fantastic.
All right.
Fantastic evil, just pure evil.
Well, Phil, we're gonna kick it right back to you.
Okay,
the
we're going to
snake
snake
method.
draft this thing. Number 3, Doomsday.
Oh, I didn't see that coming.
Nice. A
Doomsday,
little
he
bit high on the
killed
list.
Superman.
He did, man. What an asshole.
Now, he died in the process. It was a
did.
double KO, but he killed Superman. you
did.
know,
When
that
we thought
was
he couldn't be
honestly
killed.
people who weren't around and weren't of comic book age at that time just don't know. That was a cultural event.
It was a significant emotional event. It was.
They killed Superman, right? That had never been done. Superman had been, locked up in cages, and he had been, made sick from being, weak, from being close to kryptonite. But Superman was killed.
Yeah.
And it wasn't by his weakness. It was by somebody as strong as him.
Since Phil, you have the HBO app. They have the Death of Superman comic, the animation movie. Great. It's not it's not Dark Knight Rises. Frank Miller. It's not that kind of great, but it is great. All those movies are good, but it is pretty awesome. It's pretty cool because they do a part 1 and 2. One, he basically dies, and then you see like the second part. It's got like the dude that turns into steel. Like he tries to redeem Superman, so he makes the steel out of this planet's material.
John Henry Irons.
Right. He was in it. They had him. They had a Superman boy clone. Then they had the one down in the basement of Lex Luger's lab that was fucking
Bizarro.
Yeah, he was just fucked up because he won't get any light. He was real, then the real Superman comes back wearing all black. It's dope, man. You got to watch it.
I didn't like in the comic books how they brought Superman back though as like five variants. I hate it. Like,
but that's what this is about. Like you watch the animated movie, they bring the 5 variants. I didn't like it. They didn't do it like the comics. They did a good job. Watch it.
Yeah, okay. The comic I hated that. I should have just kept them dead, man.
It's good
for a while.
Well, it worked because it was like, in the absence of Superman, these guys are like, somebody's got to fill his role, and they want to take up the mantle. I got it. As a kid, I kind of marked out. I was a big fan of the Man of Steel.
That's how they do in the animated movie. It's good. Superman All-Star also show him dying. None of those are about Doomsday, by the way, but they show him dying that one, and he has a pill he leaves to Lex Luthor, who's the one that kills him, and Lex Luthor gets his power for like a limited amount of time, and he can see like everything Superman saw, and he like is good. He's a good guy, and then he loses the power, and Superman's dead. He can't get it back. He like cries for his power back again.
All right, Dev, break us off. You're number 3. You're up.
Number 3, staying with the same thing. I'm going Cobra Commander. Yeah.
I have a feeling that was going to be on your list.
Here's a fearful cry, Cobra. Yeah,
no
Cobra, man.
No Destro. You think,
man, Destro was probably my favorite character just because his voice was cool, and so was Zartan.
Yes.
And Zartan, you know what I'm saying? Like, Destro's like, you don't know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Cobra Commander. We used to love that guy. But I'm going with the ultimate bad guy, the guy who's in charge of the whole show. Miserably, by the way. Cobra Commander.
Fair. It's a good one. That's a good one. Also, didn't put that in my head as I was doing this. I should have widened my aperture a little bit, but
it's a comic book character too. He plays the bad
I
guy
know.
in Injustice comic books. He's in that.
Does he? So my number 3, I'm going with none other than the man who was born from the dark, Mr. Bane himself.
Ooh,
He's
Bane.
my number 3. Going with
You
Bane.
don't know what
Face mask. Yes.
I was born in the dark.
I was
I
born in it.
Can I tell you something right now?
Yes.
Absolutely hated Tom Hardy as Bane.
Did you? I loved him as Bane.
You know why? Because
Why?
you gotta understand is that I knew, again, early to mid 90s, that's why I'm into comics, right? Bane, super huge. Tom Hardy, not so much. And Bane is Venezuelan. All right. If anything, he should have had a Latin tinge to his accent.
Yeah.
Was that there?
Cool. They got a cool Bane on the Teen Titans, like the animated series. The new seasons came out. The first episode has Bane in it. He's pretty awesome. That Young Titans is actually really good. I didn't. Think
I like Teen Titans. Adult
Young Justice, whatever the one is, the new one.
Yeah.
It's good.
All right, so it's kicking back to me for this number 2. So my number 2 supervillain, none other than the Joker. Gotta go with the Joker. He's we've seen him played by multiple people. Probably the best one, Heath Ledger. Arguable, probably an argument for another session here. But yeah, the Joker, Batman's nemesis. You know what's funny? Doesn't have any powers whatsoever except for organization. That's like his power. He can organize shit. He can organize people to do stuff. He's not no superpowers himself, but he's just a vindictive, dude who can get shit done. So yeah, that's my number 2.
Lex Luthor, no superpowers either.
What's up?
Lex Luthor, no superpowers.
Right, no superpowers. That's right.
Nope, he just had his mecha suit.
He did.
Thanos.
I was surprised he didn't go earlier. Yeah.
I'm telling you, he was a great villain. And you see, it was funny because I always equate Thanos is his equal in DC Universe's Darkseid, right? But I was like, well, I can't put both of them on this list. So one of them's got to be on the list. So I went with Thanos, but it could have been Darkseid as well. But nonetheless, Thanos. I mean, come on. I mean, the ultimate villain. He was such a good villain in the Avengers movies that people forgot about Ultron.
Yeah.
People forgot about
Ultron's a good one.
A lot of people forgot about some of the other ones. Everyone remembers Thanos.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole the Infinity Wars, all that in the comics, that actually I used to go back and watch. Shout out to Comic Storian on YouTube. I used to, that's kind of what got me back into it before the Avengers movies all hit. He was doing like Infinity Wars. He does all the comics, but you're able to digest a series, multiple comics in like 20, 30 minutes. Does a really good job presenting it. And so that I always found that really fascinating how they played off different storylines with him. Just I like a villain that you can understand his motives.
Yeah, it's fair. Josh Brolin played him well in the Avengers series movie. So, Dev, what you got? Number 2.
Number 2, Lord Vader. Darth Vader himself was my number 2.
Again, did not think that far outside the box, man.
Yeah, I'm going with
I didn't.
Darth Vader, number 1. Anytime your dad cuts your hand off, bro, you deserve to be in the top 2. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going with Darth Vader. That's my number 1.
Anyone who's voiced over by James Earl Jones is a friend of mine.
Yeah, but he was a white guy in the movie.
He was, which was just it didn't compute in my little puny
6,
brain.
7
Like, how do you have a
Skywalker.
corny ass Luke
When
Skywalker?
when he takes his mask off, it's a completely different person, a different voice. Like that ain't James Earl Jones.
If you go on YouTube, there's a video of the real guy because I think the real guy voiced all the parts, and then it's like, man, he sounds like puny. So we're gonna
Well,
get
it's
another
funny
guy to do
because
it.
like James Earl Jones doesn't look. He's not really like. Let's be honest. He doesn't look like a picture of health. But he has this great voice, and he's played by a guy who is a 6'7" power lifter, strong man.
Who looks nothing like Hayden Christensen, by the way. I can't
Looks
wait
like
till
Hayden Christensen
I can't wait
with a
till
Welsh accent.
I can't wait till Obi-Wan comes out next week. I cannot wait for that. By the way, I
Should be a
cannot
good
wait
one.
for Obi-Wan to come out.
All right, here we go. We got a little bit out of order. I let off the last round, so Phil, it should be your go. Before we do that, though, let's go ahead and rip off a couple honorable mentions. Give us some honorable mentions.
Sinestro.
Good one.
How about picking Sinestro the 5?
Parallax. If you like,
I'm
I'm a big Green Lantern fan.
Digging deep into the archives.
They're doing a Leonard Core. They're doing a Leonard Core movie. They showed the trailer for that in Doctor Strange. I think I watched the trailer for the new. It's a Lantern Cores. They're not really doing. They're doing the what's the Black Lantern guy? What's his? They're doing
Black Adam.
No.
The Lantern Core. Okay, Core.
Yeah, they're doing the black guy from Lantern. They're doing his story.
John Stewart.
John Stewart. Yeah, awesome. It looked really really good, man.
Good, because that was actually my favorite of the Green Lanterns as well.
Doing a Lantern animated movie too. That looks stupid clean.
Brainiac, Bane,
Brainiac.
and Lex Luthor all made my honorable mention.
Very good. Very good. All right, Dev, what do you got for honorable mentions?
Skeletor, Mumra, Megatron. There's a lot of guys like that. Killmonger. Killmonger was my favorite Marvel villain thus far. There's a Scarlet Witch. If you watch the new movie, she kills like 8 different heroes, dude. Like in like 5 seconds, like chops heads off, chops people in half. Like she's not joking around. There's a lot of evil villains. We did not mention Skeletor, obviously. Doctor Doom, we didn't mention. Galactus, the guy that Iceman fought.
The Eater of Worlds.
Right. Yep. There's a lot of guys.
My honorable mentions, I'm going to go the Penguin, Magneto.
Yeah. Magneto was a lot of
Loki was a menace to everybody. Two-Face and the Winter Soldier.
He's a good guy though.
He was, but he was a pretty badass villain there for about, I don't know, 2.5 movies? 2 movies? 2 and some change.
I feel like we're leaving some people out.
Captain America in the movies.
Yeah. We'll save that for another. We'll save that one for another.
Not in the movies.
All right, Phil. Now we've done our auto mentions. Hey, what is your top super villain of all time?
This is so anticlimactic because it's pretty much everybody's top villain, or at least it's always in everybody's top 5. The Joker.
Yeah.
You can save time. I got the Joker also. So I just knew we all three was gonna pick the Joker, honestly. But you just surprised me at 2, so I'm anxious.
I did.
No, Steve.
I did. So before we finish, that's the only similarity we have is the Joker.
Doomsday.
Doomsday. So we had 2. Doomsday, right? So once again, Dev and Phil are pick the right number. Man, what's going on with that?
Well, it depends, Steve. What you got at number 1?
Number 1, I'm rocking with Thanos.
That's
3 similarities. That's the list, everybody.
I thought somebody would probably pick Thanos.
Yeah, I love Thanos, man. And it was just because of the movies.
I just thought Killmonger's character was better than Thanos. That's the only reason, because I thought he played it. I think the character was so well of Killmonger that you agreed with him. On some level, you agreed with that motherfucker, and then he beat the fuck out of Black Panther fair and square. And threw him upside of a mountain.
That's a good metric for a villain or any bad character is they play it so well, you almost hate him in real life. Like, I mean, I hate you. You played that, I can think of a couple actors who played their role so well as a bad person. You're like,
I didn't think I hated Killmonger. I kind of agreed with him. Like the nigga was right. Y'all had all this technology.
Yeah, you didn't come help. You didn't come help everybody else in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he's right. He's right.
Weird, dude. You know,
yeah.
like,
so once again, tell us what your top 5 supervillains are in the comments. This was a fun.
You know, one we forgot.
Fun little list. What's that?
Scar from fucking Lion King.
Yeah, but I wasn't really thinking about that one.
Now you're stretching into Disney movies, man.
You're stretching into just generic.
Disney villains is a top 5 all its own.
Yeah, Buddy. What's his name? From The Incredibles turned into Incrediboy.
What about Brandon? What about Brandon? What's his name from? What's that? The place like the evil fucking Superman. I think I told y'all to watch that.
Haven't seen it.
Red Sun.
No, hold on, man. It's got that. It's a movie. Hold on. Evil Superman. Brightburn. Brightburn. Man, you've got to watch that tonight, bro. Watch Brightburn, man. Awesome. Yeah. It's a James Gunn movie. It's about a Superman dude that comes to Earth, but people get him and he's like mean, though. He's like messing people up. They create a whole world with those guys. It's ridiculously good.
I'm a big fan. I want to see more multiverses out there. It's good stuff.
And you watch the Anytime movie or whatever it is with Michelle Yeoh.
The What Ifs, the whole What If series. It's all multiverse.
Oh, I know. That's what Red Sun, great series.
Yeah.
Lex Luthor ends up being the hero.
It's mind blowing.
Yes, well, the best multiverse movie is Everything Everywhere All at Once, man. I'm letting y'all know.
Yeah, I gotta see
best movie of the year, man.
Gotta see that. Well, we had 3 similarities, fellas. We had the Joker, we had Thanos, we had Doomsday for Phil and I. We almost had 3 across the board, but we had 3 holistically across the 3 of us. So yeah, good stuff. Well, we'll bring this one to a wrap. This was fun. Please give us a like and subscribe if you haven't already done so, and check out the rest of the content. In addition to our sports content, our Commanders content, you'll find a lot of top 5 stuff. You'll find all kinds of other stuff on this channel. So as always, we appreciate you. We appreciate everything. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. And until then, we'll catch you the next go around. As always, peace and hail.